Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট। ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট, ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
And ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to day 2 of quarterfinals in the Inspired Valorant Championship, powered by Inspired Broadband, organized by Instinct Esports, and powered by IGC Hub as well. So going into the second day of quarterfinals, it's going to be only me, Kirito, alongside of you. Aggressive is unfortunately not available for today. He might pop in later, you never know. He has a habit of coming in as a surprise at the last second, but that remains to be a mystery. But for now, what isn't a mystery is the two matches we have set for you today. It is gonna be the last day of the quarterfinals. So the winners of this match will be going ahead to play in the semifinals, where the best of 3 series begins. We already had a couple of matches yesterday, and now we're gonna have the last 2 today. So with that, our first match of the day is gonna be Team LSD taking on Team All Stars, and it's gonna be an absolute banger because the name suggests Team All Stars. We know these players. They are definitely one of the top, the biggest players in the Valorant esports scene. The reputation they have, the whole discography of these individual players is just beyond impressive. They have shown their talents and potentials day, night, and out, every single moment. There was a certain period where these players were absolutely unstoppable, and right now, in some sense, they still are, because of how much weight that experience and skill carries through. That definitely gives them an edge over whatever team they face. But on the other hand, Team LSD, they have definitely shown some potential, and again, this has been a match, this tournament has basically been a tournament for the underdogs. Some insanely impressive showings from teams that, and individual players that we've not really heard of in a while. Even yesterday's matches, the first match, Red Wings taking on Cronus Legends, we expected Red Wings to win out, which they did, but it was such a tight affair, and Red Wings, they were struggling. That was something that we totally didn't predict. That was totally uncalled for. We thought that Red Wings would not have that much of a difficult time, but it was very close. I'm telling you, the knife literally cut off a thin piece of paper at the end of the game. And the similar situation coming into the next game between Bang Bros and Endeavor Fury. Both of those squads were underdogs. They both were sort of playing that David role, not really, expected to show up this far, but they made it through. They got through all those hurdles, and in the end, the two underdogs faced off each other. And based on statistics, based on how the compositions worked for either side, strategy-wise, their coordination, their synergy, all that thought put into the conversation, we sort of came up with the assumption that maybe Bang Bros would have an easier time in the game, but in the end, it was again a very tight affair. So going into today's matches, even though it's such a massive gap on of experience, of reputation, of the sheer skill that on paper these two sides have individually, which is so massive, it's still quite jarring to think about. So it's hard to really put a pin on, considering how these past games have been going on, how some of these underdog teams have been showing up. It's hard to put a pin on how this matchup is going to end up. Team LSD, they might give this a fight. They will definitely try to, considering that this is the quarterfinals. We're at very much at the ending stages of the tournament. We're not that close yet. We still have a couple of more days left before we go to the grand finals. So it's not that close, but definitely they've made it quite far. It's gonna be a hard pill to swallow if they do lose it out on today's matchup. But yeah, as we're waiting for the game to start at any moment, LSD will definitely have a fight ahead of them. And the opportunity is definitely there. The chances are gonna be, I would say, minute, because it is All Stars after all. But they are certainly there. LSD might just take it home, and it's a best of one as well. Anything goes. These teams that have played for such a long time, that have had experience at the highest stage of Bangladeshi Valorant esports, they are used to keeping themselves composed. They're used to playing longer series, playing for the long run, building up their endurance. In a best of one series, it's all about the momentum. Anything goes. Anytime a swap happens, you lose a round, it all has impact. In a best of 3 series, if you lose out on a pistol round, it might not affect you that greatly as it would have maybe in a BO5 or BO3, because it's just a few rounds. You lose a pistol, you're gonna save up one. At the worst situation, you would lose 3 to 4 rounds. Maybe you win out one. After that, you have to take a breather, you take a pause, or come up to a break to try and recover things and get things back on track, basically is what I'm trying to say. But with the wait over, we go into the matchup, and we are going to see the map of Bind coming in. The agent selection is going to come in at our faces. A double duelist composition for the side of LSD, coming with a Raze and Reyna. Meanwhile, a double initiator. Oh, actually, it's a double sentinel. A Deadlock and Cypher being picked up. That's going to be interesting to see. I believe there's a lot of synergy between these two agents, and being on the defensive half as well will be quite effective. As we see the first frag already going in favor of All Stars, and they're starting off strong. Uded and Kyojin find a couple of frags on their own. Both duelists will die. Asterix does trade. Kyojin finds one of his own, but the trades keep on going. It's a 2v3 situation. But Ayan, he's so low. With only a sliver of HP alive, they're going to be trying to regress towards this A side. The bomb has been dropped in that cubby in A short. They do recover it. Asterix doesn't get shot at.
Last player.
Ooh, but Ayan playing a dangerous game with low HP. Uded will punish him for that. And with 3 players still alive, he does have a lot in his hand. Deadlock's still standing still. I wonder, is he facing any technical issues? He's just standing there. Has he not connected to the server? I wonder who he is. There's no name there. So production, just let me know whenever you can what's going on with that. But essentially it's a 1v2 at this situation. And really patient, Uded.
30 seconds.
He's gonna walk into it. Asterix doesn't even check CT. Too many angles to look after. He doesn't go for the plant. He's trying to clear out the site before going for a plant, but not being able to check the site will deny him the spike plant. He wanted to, that was a good idea, but unfortunately, well, kind of poorly executed. I just received word that it is essentially a 4v5 that All Stars are gonna play, because the deadlock that we're seeing is actually nobody. It's just, I don't know, is somebody just logged into the PC and left it open? Possibly. Rosa is not on the game, so it is gonna be a 4v5 situation, and All Stars are gonna soldier through it. With this buy coming in, they've already won the pistol round with a one-man disadvantage, and they're gonna have the better weapons. A wide jump. Asterix just going for a wide jumping. Hermione with the Marshall with a couple of shots as well onto the players. Missile with a follow-up. And it's all onto Psycho, who is all alone on the A side. The spike is dropped. He might get this freebie. Yeah, he will get the freebie onto the deadlock, but essentially it's still a flawless round. If they still win this, it's still a flawless round, right? Because there's only 4 players alive, and all 4 of them are still breathing. Yep, Kyojin finishes it off, and that means that this round will go again in favor of All Stars. And again with the 4v5 situation, they're coming out on top. We did expect this to be a little bit tighter, but again, this is still the very early stages of the game. And the buys will be a little bit more in favor of LSD right now as they get those weapons, the rifles in their arms. But yeah, now with considering this setup for All Stars, 4 players, they're gonna have their smokes, they're gonna have their duelist, they're gonna have initiator and the controller. So essentially they're playing one of all roles, and this could work. The only problem is there will be some limited utility, limited information. As the Byron comes in, an aggressive push towards B from the attacking side of LSD. They're trying to march in. Missile Cypher setups work, and he's good for 1. Psycho will fall. 1 duel is down, 1 more to go. Missile still holding strong though. His camera trying to gather information, doesn't get a tag. Forgotten trying to go for the spike plan. Vaquita almost dies out. Missile himself only on 19 HP as the retake scenario is underway. Uded jumping into side, and he's good for 1 with a ghost. Finally traded out. Hermione with a follow-up on the Marshall. They're making these minimum weapons work so well. It's a 2v3. Asterix makes it a 2v2. All even Stevens. Trying to play these close angles. Kyojin wins out though, and it's all onto Vaquita. He's got his soul orbs available, but he's not quick enough, and Kyojin gets the trade. A 3-0 lead coming in, and All Stars asserting their dominance. And I can't help but mention it again and again. A reminder, ladies and gentlemen, this is a 4v5. They keep on winning with this disadvantage.
Okay.
I have no idea how they're making this work, but they are. Seems like it all just comes down to the gunfight, the situations, and maybe a little bit too proactive on the end of LSD. Bit of a slower approach would definitely help. considering the situation. If they find a pick with only 3 players, it'll be hard to hold on to the entirety of Bind. With limited utility and limited information on these players, they are gonna have to play for the retake scenario. So a slower approach might be useful. As Uded goes for the first outlaw shot, the timing isn't gonna be the best for him. Nate comes in, that's gonna push them back. Players holding on, the judge working out for Khalifa. Psycho Khalifa. Uded with a close shot and a follow-up onto Forgotten. How is he winning this? Kyojin gets the trade as well, making this a 2v2 situation. Uded still on that outlaw. Can pick up a gun if he wants to, but look at this wraparound from Mayan. The thing is though, with the deadlock position there, he can't go for the flank because the deadlock will see him and they'll see it on the map. And now that he's killed the deadlock, they should see him, right? They should see him and they should know he's on the flank. Kyojin gets one to Astrek and it's a 1v2 and they know. They know. Thanks to the deadlock, they now know where he's positioned. That's actually kinda not good. And now the nade comes in, free fire from Uded. Even though it's a 4v5, it's like All Stars. They have a camera set up, and I don't really know what to say about this. I'm just a caster, but essentially that round could have gone very different if the deadlock wasn't there. Because of deadlock's vision, no one can really go for a flank like that all through the the defender base. And Ayan, even if he kills the deadlock, that's information that someone's around that area. So it's a tough spot to be in, even though they're already in a tough spot. 4-0 is the scoreline, and again pushed towards an eco. All pistols. Vandal in the hands of Ayan. Gonna try and make a different shoulder spotted, and Uded connects. He's so calm and composed. That outlaw is a machine at his hands. 4v4 situation comes in. Spike trying to make its way towards the side of Hookah. The Cypher Trap will be broken and the rotations are being made. Hermione positioned towards Octagon. Here comes Missile. Peek into CT and he's good for 1. Hermione trying to go for a follow-up and Uded connects with a shot through the teleporter as well. Rotations coming and he's just insane. Who needs an operator? This guy has an outlaw and he's good for his shots. Vakuida does get 1 and a follow-up. Kyojin ults and tries to close the distance. He has to go for the kill or else he will die out. But Missile though isolating these positions. Is he ready for it? He's ready for it, but he connects the shot. 5 HP, heals him right up. Kyojin dies and it's all on to Uded, and you best bet he never misses. 4 kills this round and he finally drops that outrageous weapon that he's just absolutely demolishing everyone with. 4 of the 5 players die at his hand. What is this guy on?
Can I get a drop?
I have no clue, but it's a 5-0 lead and All Stars living up to the name. So far we've had rounds and games where it felt like the stronger team were struggling. They needed some time, some inspiration, something to get them on track. The All Stars, it doesn't matter, they can be a man down, but they still have that individual talent. And it's not just individual talent, we're seeing that from Uded, who's connecting every single shot with the outlaw, but it's utility like this as well. It's like reading for these players. Uded triple kill the nade. Oh, he's so much on fire that he's gonna miss the nade, and it doesn't even matter. Unfazed. It's utility and coordination. These players on All-Star side, they're playing to the fullest. How they're placing those ultimates, how they're throwing the nades, and how they're allowing players like Uded and Hermione and Kyojin to go for peaks. It's an incredible combination of strategy and mechanics. Missile.
Spike down.
Some Forgotten and the ult committed by Uded. He knows where the last player is. He's gonna have to try and run and chase him down. Asterix. 10 HP. Shoot that rocket, but it doesn't connect. He's too far out. Haunt spots him out. And now he's gonna be trapped in the showers region. Players surrounding him from all angles, and Missile is gonna go in for the kill. Will die out though. With low HP on both of these players. Actually, Udet's full HP. How is he full HP? He's playing an outlaw. And he's been playing that outlaw for like 5 rounds in a row. Will he? Is he doing some kind of challenge? An outlaw only tournament game, I don't know. But the thing is, he's been dominating with that. Asterix not gonna give him the satisfaction though.
10 seconds
10
left.
HP and a gun, he's gonna try and save it, and if they don't start winning rounds, this will be beyond repair. Gone forever. LSD will be dropped. It is a quarterfinal stage, ladies and gentlemen. A reminder, if they lose out on this matchup, they are eliminated from the tournament. Winner goes to the semis and will start the BO3 series, which means that my weeks just got busier. We're gonna have 2 BO3s for the semis and a massive BO3 grand final for the last game of the tournament. And looking at the situation now, All-Stars are definitely sending a message to the rest of the team. They're making a statement. Like, look at this. This guy is gonna play an outlaw only. We're not gonna have another teammate, and we're still gonna. I know exactly where we face. A tough start though for the defensive side of 3v5 essentially, as we see Hermione biting the dust. They will be taking control of the B side, and now the switch up from All-Stars is going to be a very passive approach. We're holding for the retake in Kyojin through the wall. Is this guy hacking? Doesn't even matter. Forgotten gets a trade and a follow-up. Triple kill for him. And it's all onto Missile. Who's on for a massive clutch, but no, Forgotten with the 4K on for the ace as he takes care of Deadlock. It's essentially an ace. 4Ks mean aces here for the side of LSD to make it a 6-1. And they're finally on the board. They make that buy round count. They had money, they got weapons, and they make it count. And they can start to build off of this. Now, y'all might be thinking, you don't want them to build them off, for them to build off of this, because if they start building off of this, we won't get the scoreline that we all love. And oh, how I miss aggressive. The 7-1 scoreline is just one off. All-Stars, they have an economy to go for a buy, so that's no worry. They still stand a chance of trying to make that scoreline come alive. A double wide swing from Kyojin. Forgotten will ult. Vaquita trades. They're still alive. They only lose one player. Flashes are gonna come in from Ayan. Vaquita with a follow-up, but Missile, he's going berserk on this 2v1 situation right now, as Udead is the only player alive for All-Stars. He's gonna come in from the flank. They should know the site's empty. Last player's DC'd.
Satchel out.
Udead.
Satchel out.
He's got both of his satchels that's just gonna use right now, and the question is, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna go for a save? He doesn't really need to. His team has a decent economy, I feel like. Oh, do they read this though?
Last
That's the
player
question. He's going for a
standing.
massive flank. And Vaquita? Does he know? He's not looking at the right angle, but he's gonna play it patiently. I believe he does know right now. His nade comes in to clear some of these positions off. Vaquita, the timing. He spotted him. He saw his back. He's gonna play this patiently as the smoke fades. Oh, Udead's looking at him right and they just... what is this timing? Udead had no idea he was there, and he just on a whim looks behind, stares out of the smoke, and just finds Vaquita on a silver platter. Looking at a completely wrong angle. Peeks him at the edge of his monitor, and we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Aggressive, where are you at, bro? I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and send it to him. I'm really doing this right now. If you're on production, you can see this. I have my phone out, I'm taking a picture, and I'm sending it to my boy. But yeah, All-Stars, the statement has been made. They are gonna get another round in their favor with the disadvantage. That was a 1v2 actually, and the aggressive push out of B is something that I always want to see teams do. All-Stars haven't really been aggressing on this B side. They've been trying to play for a retake. It's so difficult, but considering the situation that they're in with one less player, that it is definitely unwarranted. Kyojin with the opening frag onto Asterix. And they keep control of Hookah, making this site retake that much more easier for them. Hermione will fall, so will Missile, but Kyojin is alive. Udead wins out that fight against Vaquita. He knew he was there. It doesn't even matter. Kyojin has his ultimate trying to go for spam. Udead spotted out, but the spam's connect in favor of the side of All-Stars. Kyojin down on the ground, and the trade is immediate. Kyojin even commits his ult for that. He's gonna die. No! Can he choose the spike though before dying? Yeah, he did. He dies right after, but All-Stars 8-1. And sufficient to say that we had our doubts. I mean, I'm the only one here. Had our doubts, had my doubts going into this game. There's always the opportunity that the bigger team gets absolutely demolished. Not maybe demolished, they're given a run for their money. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know, LSD, they aren't able to stand up to the mechanical prowess, the utility play that is coming from the side of All-Stars. We're seeing Kyojin pop off. Udead consistently getting these frags, and Kyojin just pushing a short. He doesn't care. He gets a kill. He will die out, but he will bring Ion to only 32 HP. The only player that can heal for the side of LSD is now low. 2v4 situation essentially, as Hermione falls as well. Missile finds
Spike
the
down
follow-up.
A.
Missile and Udead missile with another onto Ion.
Enemy
And
remaining.
he's still going for it. He's nuclear at this point. Getting another onto Aztec. The Cyber Def is there. Spotted out. The last player knows exactly where he is. Vaquita doesn't have many options. Spike is in the control of the side of All-Star. He's gonna go through showers. He's expecting them to play off of the Spike. That's why he's moving around this area so freely. But at this point, he's eaten up so much time. All-Stars are expecting him to come around through A short. The smoke's already there. Kyojin. That's the perks of being Clove. You can play smokes full game even when you're blind. Now he doesn't know where any of these players are. The smoke fade has to come. Oh, this smoke. Oh, good. Guess the second. Guess himself, but he's not gonna. Instead, go for the peak, and Udead gets the trade in, and Vaquita will lose out 9-1. What are the chances? Couple of rounds away from the second half beginning, and I would love to see how All-Stars play this 4-man attack. And I'm not saying that because All-Star, they are completely outperforming their opponents here, and their talents are just incredible. I mean, obviously there is that consideration, but I just want to see how you can try and, you know, sort of play slow around this map of Bind with 4 players as they try to aggressively push out B long again, which has been working immensely in their favor. They're gonna find no one, so it's A push and A short push, and they look at these smokes. They maintain control of backside despite having no one inside. They keep control of backside, making the retake that much easier despite taking the TPs. Frags do come in, trades left and right. Asterisk and Vaquita will fall, so will Udead for the side of All-Stars. Missile does fall as well. Forgotten gets that frag. 2v2 situation.
Spike planted.
Hermione coming to the TP. Trying to use his nades to his advantage, and he will. Iron will fall. Spike plant has gone down. All onto Forgotten. He's got his ultimate, but it's a 2v1. He needs to isolate these frags. If he brings it to a 1v1, the ultimate could come in handy, and he wins the fight against Hermione. What are you gonna do now? All eyes on Kyojin, who's been phenomenal. The shot connects, but the ultimate is available. Kyojin, how do you want to play this? He activates it and he just has to play time. He knows exactly where Kyojin is. Goes for the swing, and the flick connects. 3 kills for Forgotten. And with that, the round is theirs. Just gotta finish off. I can finish off my boy making this a 9-2 score line as we approach the final round
before the switch
of this half. LSD, now the best hope they can do is get a 9-3 and maybe depend on the curse, maybe turn things around, use that man advantage to their benefit in the defensive half. Because All-Stars, unless they go for a full-on rush, it'll be so hard for them to play around this map of Bind. 4 players, they're gonna have to be so sneaky. All they have to do, All-Stars, LSD, is play for the trades. Unless sanity arrives in their aim game, they will not win. And Udead just uses his ultimate off of the fade ulti, gets one more with the nade, and instantly it's a 3v2. They know, he knows where Psycho is, he knows where this counterpart player Hermione is, just waiting for him to peek, trying to bait him out with the jumping from Kyojin, and Hermione is gonna get that shot. It's all onto Forgotten in a 1v3 situation. Do they know? The Fade Hunt comes in, he's gonna get the shot. Hermione not able to get the trade just quite yet. Can't even talk, man. Forgotten doesn't have much utility left. A couple of smokes. He does have his C as well. Hermione's, this is such a good position. He sees an instant of that gun barrel inside the smoke. As the knives out, the swing comes in from Hermione, swaps the gun. Missile. Distracting for Gordon, and Hermione just swings around, pulls out his gun and makes it a 10-2. Denying the curse. Giving his team a massive advantage going into the next round. All stars. 8-round lead. Only a couple of match points. Already double digits after the first half. They win this pistol round, it's pretty much guaranteed. But yeah, I want to see how they play this out. I want to see how they utilize these utility pieces that is so limited. The attacking half. Pistol round commences. If they win this out, buy round will make this a 12-2 scoreline. Pretty much guaranteed. LSD, they need to mount their defense here and now. In the blink of an eye, it's like they're on a thread. Here they were, David's underdogs in this matchup against Goliath.
No peeking.
And in a second, they are completely ripped apart. Ian trying to deny entry into Uded, and he will be successfully doing so. They're trying to push in. Astro with a follow-up. They're trying to play a lurker role in this pistol half. And it's so hard to do with the disadvantage that they have. Missile. Trying to take control of this ace side. Trying to go for the spike plant. Hermione gets one, but the trade is immediate.
Planted the spike.
It's a 1v4 situation. Missile finds himself in with 38 HP. Missing the shots. Dink connects, but Psycho will win it out. 10-3. And they live to fight another day. Question is, how many days can they keep this up for? As the side of LSD, they're gonna get the advantage. They're gonna get the gun round, and they can try and make this a 10-4. Still, they have a mountain to climb. 6 rounds will be the disadvantage, but All Stars, they are known for pulling out some miracles, so I will not write them off just yet. We've seen them come out of nothing. They did get the spike down, so they can try and force if they want to, but there's not really any necessity. They don't really have to do that. The round gap is there for them, so they can just keep playing it safely, go for buy rounds, and finish it off whenever they feel like. But LSD won't make it this easy on them. They are playing in this sneaky position with a a judge. Mix it up. I'm getting old, and I'm getting dull. Forgetting the names. It's a short push does approach you dead. The sheriff trying to edge around this, but Psycho's good for one. Can he get a follow-up? But he's gunned down. Forgotten will trade on to Hermione. Kyojin still trying to fight to stay alive as he sees another teammate fall. Missile taken down by the hands of the Guardian. All onto Kyojin with the sheriff. Oh, Forgotten doesn't see him. And Kyojin, surprise! It's a shot in and another. What the hell is this guy made of? How does he hit that? He will overheal himself. Now the patience comes in. Ion and Vaquita, they both have the better guns, but they're gonna give him the advantage. Kyojin even has a spike. Oh, if he can recover that Guardian, that would be huge. But instead he's gonna go for the sheriff. He doesn't really care. Here comes a Trailblazer. Spots him out. He's gonna jump into sight and maybe get the spike down. Trailblazer doesn't connect. Could be just messing around, trying to go for a fake plan and bait these players out, make this a 1v1 situation. Oh, what's happening here? Oh, he TP'd to B. If TP'd to B is gonna try to get the spike down.
Spike planted.
He will be successful in doing so. The flash comes in.
Last player
follows it up. Kyojin good for one. Can he get this ace clutch? Got full HP. Dink connects, but no, Kyojin wins that. How does he win that, and how do LSD lose that?
Combat.
Kyojin landing some absolutely nutty shots. We all saw this one not going in their favor. One by one they fell as they tried to split push this massive side of bind with only 4 players, and Kyojin with the sheriff sharp as ever gets the first player onto CT, spots out the player in heaven, domes him, and then plays hide and seek for like half a minute. Able to get the spike down. Dinks connect, but it's just not enough. With that LSD, they're in a world of trouble. Vita spotted out, and that's gonna be you that's kill any day of the week. Sashing himself in, the smokes come in as the side take is underway. Forgotten will be the next target as he jumps around. Triple kill for the man. And with that, it's all on to Astric and Ian. Ian is gonna go for the TP towards Shower. They know where he's at. Spike's not gone down just yet. Ian will try to keep his team alive, but 11 HP, 1 HP. They're pushing him, gunning him down, and he will be dead. Last player is Astric. Jumping, Bucky doesn't connect. Okay, so Bucky again. It's a judge. Trying to make these shots count. The Spike will go down finally. Astric has to play this judge. 1v1 now as he spots the player. Ultimate from Kyojin will be used and he's gonna play around, dance around. Jumping shot comes in. He's chasing and run on the Rosie. Hermione to finish it off. 12-3. And they're just having fun now.
Match point.
Kyojin with the death. He's gonna die out in the end, but the ulti came in handy. Even though when I thought it was a 1v1, they make it a 2v1. And give their teams the advantage. And again, like this just shows how big of an impact this squad has. I was talking about the sheer experience, the skill differential. I mean, nothing speaks louder than some action, and that is definitely what we've been getting from All Stars right now. Bike is coming in, a bit of a scrappy buy for LSD on this last run, but the rush coming in from Missile. You did with another opener up into Hookah. As Drift will be stuck at this octagon area. Missile takes him down. Forgotten does trade, but still side control is not established. You dead jumping around, and with the judge, this guy will not play a proper rifle. Ultimate is out. Spots the last player. Forgotten gets the kill, but it's not enough. 2v1 and Vaquita again. Planted. In this clutch situation, he's so far away. Time is going to be a big factor as he rotates. Side of it. All Stars have all the time in the world to set up for this post plan. Kyojin will have his smokes. They're going to set up in heaven and they're both looking at the right angle towards A short Vaquita. Can he hit this long shot? Kyojin spots him out. 7 bullets, 5 bullets. Missile though is the one to finish it off.
Win.
From the end of U-Haul. Making this a 13-3 scoreline where they win. And that sends a message. That sends a message to the rest of the team that All Stars, there's a reason why they're named that. Although I'm pretty sure they named themselves that. I mean, for all I know, me being a plat player, I can just name my team All Stars and register. So but that won't make me a proper All Star. These guys, with the man disadvantage, on a map like Bind, where map control is critical, and for map control you need numbers, you need the 5 players, you need the utility as well from the 5th player that was absent, and an impressive and explosive player like Rosa as well not showing up. Typical. I'm just kidding. But despite all their disadvantages, despite all the odds, they show up and they dominate. 13-3. That was the most one-sided game I've seen in a while. But yeah, that's pretty much what you should expect from All Stars. We did expect to see some form of stronger response from LSD. They just didn't have the chance. The side of All Star didn't give them any room for quarter. For 80% of the match, they were the ones rushing. Doesn't matter which side they were on, defense or attack. They were the one pushing in. You did not even using a rifle for these gunfights. He's playing with an outlaw and he's getting multi-kills. 4Ks, 3Ks consistently. Kyojin on that support play and on that support agent is just dominating and going for these cheeky frags everywhere. Hermione, Missile, they're consistent as ever. And you can only wonder what Rosa would do. So that just pretty much sends the message that this team is here and they're here to win. And whoever's going to be facing them in the semifinal, they're going to have to prepare. They're going to have to get themselves ready and make sure they give it 200%. Because anything less than that, it's going to be a similar scoreline to today. LSD, on the other hand, I mean, there's not really much you can say about them because we didn't really get to see much from them. We didn't see them really exploit this advantage that they had. They could have gone in with numbers trying to play off of the trades, because when you have that 1 minute advantage, if you go for the 1 kill and the trade and then a follow-up kill, you will always come out on top. We didn't see that happen from them. We didn't see them isolate these players. We didn't see them play with their utilities a little bit better. And again, you do come to the conclusion that they didn't really get the chance to. They were the ones who got pounded on. They were the ones who got rushed. Even so, they didn't really prepare. After a while, you sort of expect that to come. You didn't really come up with a plan to sort of counter that kind of situation that was constantly happening from the side of All Stars. They were rushing down A short, they were rushing towards the B side, they're peeking B long with aggressive numbers. Use your nade, use your flash, use your utility a little bit more effectively. You had strong agents like a Reina as well that can be really effective in these fights, in these team fight scenarios. Even the few rounds where they did that, it wasn't as effective. They really got aim diffed in a bunch of these scenarios, so there's not really much you can say other than mechanical issues. But when you don't mechanically meet or you're mechanically able to match your opponents, you try and outplay them with utility, you try and outplay with their positioning, your map control, all those factors. They could have made the life of the time that All Stars had in this game much more difficult. And you win a few rounds here and there, the momentum starts building, and we talked about the snowball effect. It is such a valid strategy to build up the momentum and just absolutely keep rolling on. Give them no chance to breathe. Even All Stars would struggle with that. We have seen them struggle with that. We've seen All Stars unable to get a single round on their first halves, and somehow taking a timeout, working out the kinks, and having a set plan in mind, they're able to come up with the strategies on how to be how they can counter any one of these teams. We have seen that happen in the past tournaments with these players, Hermione, Missile, back when they had Red as well, Lunatic. These players, they've done this in the past. They can do that, and they have consistently done that. So that is what some of these players need to figure out when they're facing a team like All Stars. But I digress. We're gonna move on to the match MVP screen. Forgotten did pull a lot of weight for his team, but essentially you got outshadowed massively by UTED over here. I mean, he had a decent combat score, 18 kills off of 15 deaths. That's amazing, but that is nothing compared to 28 by 8. And you also have to consider that this guy played the most random weapons available. He played the Outlaw for the entirety of the defensive half. He banged off of that. He went with the Judge and just did not care. It was like a 5v, 3v1. This guy Uded was in his own world, just jumping around, just satcheling through smokes and just popping everyone's head, blowing everyone's head with the shotgun. And despite that, he somehow has a lower econ rating than Forgotten, which is weird. But, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. 5 first bloods. So did Kyojin as well, and I love to see this great impact from the support players on an agent like Clove that isn't the most aggressive one out there. Is definitely showing the potential that they have. Missile Hermione as well, showing up massively for the squad. Their impact fraggers, we all know what they're capable of. Hermione, he's so strong on that Marshall. We saw him in the second round of the first half, picking up that gun and absolutely destroying whoever came across him. LSD as well, not really the same impact. Forgotten is the only one with a positive KD, unfortunately. And, I mean, things got so rough, we have 2 asterisks there on the list. But yeah, regardless, it was pretty much a bloodbath. We did expect LSD to put up a stronger fight, but sadly it didn't really happen. You can't really blame them. They were absolutely demolished on a lot of these rounds. But regardless, it was a fun game to watch. It was interesting to see how these players utilize that disadvantage and try to play off of their own way. They didn't really care in a lot of these scenarios, but it somehow worked out for them. But regardless, that was the first match for today in the quarterfinals. Very one-sided, as All Stars are going to be moving on to the semis for the best of 3 series. As we still have one more to go, ladies and gentlemen, another best of 1 after this short break starting at 11 p.m. It will be Evolvers taking on Egoists. 2 really cool names, both starting with E. But for now, I need some recreational breaks. So with that, we're going to be taking a short break. We'll be right back with this matchup. Till then, stay with us, and we'll see you shortly.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট, ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Help! Oh my god! Come on, brother, please, no!
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second matchup of this quarterfinal stage, day 2. We are gonna take it off in a while for the last match of the quarterfinals, and then tomorrow we're gonna head straight in the best of threes with the semifinals starting off. To finish it off for the day, it's gonna be Mikirito for the final game. Evolvers taking on Egoist, and it's gonna be a blast of a game because both of these sides again coming in from parts unknown. We talked about this tournament having a lot of new teams, having a lot of new players that we've not really heard much from before. We've seen compositions never seen before. We've seen strategies, we've seen techniques that are relatively new, and that's what I really love about esports in general. And a game like Valorant that has so much diversity, so much uniqueness, these abilities, the compositions, the maps, the limitless possibilities is what keeps this game alive, and that's what makes this so fun to watch. Even the newer players, even like teams like All Star, Celestials that have dominated the scene, that have been playing since like Chamber had the best op in the game. Those days were the good days, and from that time they have been, working on improving their plays, finding out new ways, and innovating how Valorant works. So I love to see that this trend is still carrying on to this day, and it's just incredible to see the performances that has been put up by a lot of these youngsters. So I'm definitely sure that a lot of them have been taken into notice, and I feel like the bigger teams, the bigger proper organizations have already jotted down some of the players that are showing a lot of potential. But the best way to figure out who carries the highest amount of potential is going to be the one who's going to carry through into the higher stage of the game. The semifinals, the grand finals await us. So before we do go into the match, I'm going to go for a quick review of the last match. It was All-Stars taking on LSD, and unfortunately All-Stars were a man down. It was a 4v5, but they still dominated with a 13-3 scoreline, I believe. So that just sets the tone. That just shows how competitive it is getting, and it's gonna get even more competitive as Evolvers take on Egoist on the map of Lotus. And I feel like, yeah, we've been pretty much jumping around the 3 maps, right? Haven, Lotus, and Bind, and we talked about this with Aggressive that out of the 7 maps that we do have in comp, people don't really want to play Fractured. They don't want to play Bind. I'm okay with Pearl, but I know that a lot of teams don't share that same opinion. It is a bit of a cluster situation with all the pathways and how the rotations work. It's a messy situation. I'm surprised we're not seeing more Split, and I feel like people are tired of Split at this point. Just fine. It's absolutely fine to see that happen. But with agent compositions coming in, Egoists are gonna go with the single duelist composition with the Fade and the Raze. And yeah, that's a solid team coming in from their end. The composition looks strong, and they're gonna be able to play off of the Breach and Fade stuns effectively. Meanwhile, on the other end, Evolvers are gonna go with a similar setup, but with the Neon instead. Now, the combination of the Flash from Sky, I feel like wouldn't be the best suited for a Neon. It all is gonna come down to how they want to play it, of course, but the Fade and Sky is a deadly composition. The ability to give information and stun / flash your enemies, clear out these angles with the Trailblazer, it's a decent composition. Omen's coming in as well, so solid smokes all around for both teams. Overall, I feel like it's a very balanced composition from the agents, so both teams are gonna be on pretty equal terms overall. It's all gonna come down to how they move around the map, how they establish map control. Proactiveness is critical in a map of this caliber because there's just so much ground. As defenders, there's just too many options for the attackers to go through. Having a lurk, going for a full rush, it all works out in their favor if you're playing passively, and it's so hard to rotate when you have the wrong guess. going into the first map, for first few rounds in the first half. So they are gonna have to take control. Say they push out of A, they might take out players, they might deny a A side entry that will force them to rotate. The attackers I'm talking about, they're gonna force to rotate, and then the defenders themselves can rotate around to bolster the B side or the A side. So the C side. Same can be done on the top of C. They can even control some of these lurks, have a player push out from B main, maybe get another pick. There's so much you can do as a defender, but you have to be aggressive, you have to be proactive, you have to show that initiative to be able to carry through. Attackers are going to have to play off of that same energy. They have to take initiative early on. They're going to have to rush early on. But they also have the opportunity to play a little bit slower with map control, with lurkers, with agents like Omen running around. Killjoy having these flank coverages, can play for herself. Finding a pick and weakening the defense is going to be critical. So it's going to be the battle of the play styles, slow versus a very fast approach on either end. It's just going to be which team adjusts to this really fast, and that is going to be the main factor that both of these teams are going to be dealing with. We have seen a few players, especially a few teams, really relying on their individual performances. That I would say isn't the best of idea from time to time. Having a proper team play, even if not everyone is fragging out all the time, having a good team composition, having a solidified, I would call it a role queue, solidified role queue coming in from either end would be the best suggestion going into this game. With so much space, so many crooked angles going in, you need to have that coordination and utility coming in from your team that allows you to effectively take the side. And then the post-plan scenarios are going to be very important as well. Having lurkers, having maybe someone push through, holding these crossfires. There's a lot going on here. Valorant's a hard game, and my brain's already hurting even thinking about these. I can't imagine how these players are pulling it off day in, day out in this intense tournament. It's beyond impressive to me, but you know, the show that keeps on giving is gonna be the Inspired Broadband Presents Valorant Championship, which has been nothing short of entertaining because of the potential that these teams come up with, and I'm sure that we're gonna see more. We're just getting done with the quarterfinals today. From tomorrow, the semifinals will start. We're gonna have best of 3 series, and I don't even get me started on that. That's a whole different ball game. When you have 3 maps to go through, you might win out on the first map, but it's the game of endurance that we've been talking about, and that will really separate the experienced team from the less experienced team. A lot of the newer teams won't know how to handle that shift in momentum, to handle this long endurance run, a marathon that is the best of 3. So being able to hold out for that long, you might win out your first map, but if you exert too much on that beginner stage, you won't be able to carry through the fireball that you've built up in the second and third map. That is the test, and that is what I'm really excited to see how some of these teams will handle as we begin this map on Lotus. First kill immediately in the hands of Triple Ninja onto an aggressive duelist named Akashi. Radif just straight 4v4 situation, and they are gonna push out of B. C-side aggression was there from the attackers, egoists, and they will fall back. Bissaron looking quick, but look at Zolo Crazy. He's taking so much space. He's gonna fight Kraken here. The Omens try to duel off, but Kraken does have information now. Doesn't take that fight. He has armor. Flash comes in. He's gonna dodge that. No counter aggression from Zolo. He's just gonna play around the smoke. The Heaven push has already been started by Exley, and they're gonna hold passively. The question is, are Evolvers, are gonna expect this. Actually, it's a frag on a soup. The information doesn't seem to have registered, so the Kraken is just not gonna fight this at all. He's not gonna help his teammate. He's gonna be completely blind and give away 3 frags to Exley. Rather just trade, but he's in an unwinnable situation. He might just win it. Flash is good. Doesn't connect the shots. They're jumping around. He's trying to land right clicks, but it's not good. Exley gets 4 kills, and I completely blame it on the Omen. Kraken not assisting. The Killjoy not assisting OQ with a white swing onto Exley that could have given them the advantage, and they're gonna lose out the pistol to give away the Byron to their opponents. Rifles coming in, a Marshall in the hands of Astric. Wait a second. Didn't Astric just play in the last game? Am I going crazy, chat? Chat, is this real? Chat. Or is he playing on 2 teams? There could be a mistake, I don't know. I could be tweaking, as the player, as the kids call it nowadays. But Byron coming in favor of the side of Willis is going for a fast rush towards A. This is a stack of 5 people in the side, which works out, but not really. Exley with the satchel is able to take 2 players. Astric will get another.
Down A.
Q does trade, but triple kill comes in. Radif hiding inside alone, might get a pick. He will, and denies the spike plant. Can he get a second? No, Zolo's too quick for that and has the better weapon. Spike will go down, and with that the advantage still remains to Egoist. They're gonna maintain this lead, make the buy round count, losing only 1 player, which will be quite effective as they go on to the next round. What is that? I have not seen that before. Actually, what is that emote? I have no idea. Valorant is just getting wacky day by day. They added phones, and now there's a snow cone that you're carrying in this tropical. I don't know, man. This is getting too weird. This is a sign that I'm getting too old, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. If Aggie was here, I could turn it on him because he is somewhat older than me, so I feel a little bit younger, if you know what I mean. But sadly, I'm all alone here, and I'm the older one because I'm the only one in the bench at this point. But yeah, an early A aggression is gonna come in. They're gonna try and shift this into B. Stuns are good, blinds are good. This will slow down the push. C side has been left open, and this is gonna give opportunity to Triple Ninja to lurk in. Doesn't matter. Shubes is gonna get 1 into the entry. Radif with the follow-up trade. Q will get stabbed in the back, but not before he finds one on the shoot streak. Flashes connect, and Triple Ninja's there to reveal the flank. 3v3 situation. All of them on high HP. No orb, no ultimates available just yet. As Triple Ninja's trying to play a little bit more around the map. Zolo will get the advantage to his team, taking down Soup.
Spike planted.
This is 2 versus 3. If they can still isolate these kills, this could be effective. And the positioning that Zolo and Triple Ninja have is so good. Akashi, not really much you can do. Stormace to slow down this push. Radif, they're forced to fall back, and I think they know now. Noise says they're not really being quiet about this. The smoke phase, and Zolo can try and fight this, and he will win this, and he'll keep on winning with a triple kill. And he just doesn't lose, and he doesn't care. Such an aggressive play from the Omen. He pushes upstairs, and he doesn't stop. He misses out on a shot, and most players will fall back. Most players will, take a step back, play off of a duel, play off of a double peek. Maybe try and go for a trade play. No, Zolo's just like, I'm gonna win this. I don't even care. I might miss 10 shots, but I only need to hit 1. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, that's a formula that worked for him. Giving him the win and extending the lead, demolishing whatever economy the side of Evolvers had the chance to build up. Again, another A rush coming in. Triple Ninja being the lurker man, playing that Killjoy is so good on his map control. Moving around, roaming towards this B side and C side, while the pressure remains on A. Now Kraken is forced off. The door has opened. The B connectors. Triple finds a nice kill onto Kraken, but Radif with a trade can pick up a weapon. The will go unpunished, but Exley does satchel in. He should know there's a player in main, and he's gonna win that fight with ease. Radif not even expecting to fight. Not even expecting him to be there. 2 bullets in this Sheriff and Akashi, but he will miss the shot.
1 enemy remaining.
Zolo keeping the momentum going and takes down Soup, and this might be another bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen. All onto Q, trying to go for alert, but Astric with the better weapon. And the question remains unanswered. Is this the same Astric that we saw in the last game? Because I'm pretty sure there was another Astric there. I'm losing my mind. I need sleep. I woke up at 7 AM today, and my word, after yesterday's games, I did not get enough sleep, and right now I'm sure I didn't get enough sleep for today's game either. Oh, this is gonna be an intense one at the very least. Evolvers not really able to win out on these gunfights, and it's just that right now they're not really, and that is causing them to sort of fall back and not be as proactive as they want to. We are gonna see Kraken take an initiative in this A main, but he's all alone, no supporting utility, and the distraction at C is good enough. Question is, do they expect this though? I think Zolo might be reading this, and the peek comes in, but Kraken, he misses his shots. He's got nothing, he's trapped. The blind comes in, and he's gotta eat it. He's got 1 smoke to work with. The transform pushes him out, and Zolo will get the kill. Low HP on Triple Ninja. I think he got dinked by a Phantom though, as the Haunt comes in towards C. They're still fighting on so many fronts. B's left completely open as Radif denies the entry. 1 more player does walk in. It's Exili on the raise. The flashes are there to stop and keep him alive. Stop the defenders from overpushing. The Fade ultimate committed.
Mark 2.
not completely done yet. They're gonna rotate off of A while the defenders are still confused on where to go. Triple Ninja on 10 HP. Trying to make it decide the pipeline is going down. Actually pulling out that ultimate. Doesn't spot Q up close. He didn't look at the right angle. Making this a 3v situation, but Astric position could be deadly. Q reading this, picks up a gun. That was a little flimsy, but Zolo wins it out. Sneaky angle from Astric, but doesn't go unpunished actually. Zolo up, holding up close information. Stun connects and they're gonna win that easy. Triple Ninja on 10 HP. If he wins this, he gets one, but the trade is instant. Even still getting that shot. Getting that shot onto Kashi while he was running. Easier said than done, but Evolvers get their first 1-4. Egoists will finally bite the dust. Money will be recovered. They will have a better economy going to the next round. They will have enough money to go for proper buys, but so will Egoists. They've won 4 rounds. They're gonna be comfortable for a couple at least. But still, it's a game of momentum. It's a game of getting the ball rolling. We've seen players like Akashi and Radif who thrive on momentum. They're not doing much now. But once they get the snowball moving, it's only gonna get bigger. The question is, can they keep it going?
Find you.
This A-side rush has been so critical, and I feel like the side of Egoists have not found an answer to it. And this lack of map control early on is causing so much trouble for them. They're not even pushing out a B main. B is completely open right now. The Killjoy bot is barely active. Will give information that there is one player outside of B. So they're gonna have to shift around the map. Rush is in the A side, but Radif holds strong. Akashi to support Soup. Now they have denied the entry. Zolo trying to play some mind tricks and go into this stairs position, but he's been doing that so often. If I was an Egoist, I would definitely read this, playing around that smoke, but now they hold the brakes. Evolvers don't want to giving away this advantage they've built up in a 3v5 situation. One goes out, gives information on where these players are. The door is still locked. Astric. And try and create an opportunity for his team. But they're so trapped. They're giving so much respect to Evolvers, and Astric will punish them for that. Soup will fall and the Fade wins out the gunplay. A side's completely open. Is Radif the only one trying to hold on? He's asking for rotation as Akashi's trying to get there. The flash to buy some time, and Astric goes for a nice peek. Man, he knew exactly where he was. Oh, doesn't hear the noise as he dips into he dips into the pit. Now it's all on to Zolo, and his aim has been crisp. He's been playing around with the Omen TPs. Akashi doesn't read it well. Almost dodges the bullets, but he's not ready for Kraken. The Omen diff comes in, but not really. Zolo has been popping off with the Omen. His utility play, the smokes, the flashes have been consistent. Kraken, he has found openings, but it's just not on the same level. They still have some ways to go before they are on equal terms with Egoist. And the first step to bring this to a 4-4 is winning this round. After a couple of losses, things are going to be a little bit shabby for the Egoists. They do afford a bye, but if they lose out in this next round, things will be looking a little bit tough for them. So it is crucial to maintain, to get that lead, to bring it to a favorable scoreline. Evolvers have to win this. Again, lacking in proactivity. It didn't work out last round. They were able to hold their ground, but again, that was so stressful for them. The possibility of a B push, the fact that Egoists didn't really rotate. They tried to sell a fake, because they have been doing that constantly. Poke at A, if they can get in, they get in. If they don't, they will be C, and they're trying to play something different than that. And this time they're committing fully with the breach ultimate and Exley. Easiest frags of his life. The flash to pair with it from the Omen Zolo. It's brilliant. And Exley, a little bit too proactive, gets shot in the back of the head by Radif. But Zolo, he's gonna maintain that push and Shubs. Here's the footstep. He can go for a back 7. He will. Okay, just trade. But Shubs, he's gonna deny any possibility of a clutch. The positioning, the way they pull these players towards them and allow their teammates to get these frags. It just comes down to that, the positioning and the coordination, the synergy. We're seeing Zolo push towards stair, making the noise, pulling Q away, and allowing Shoestreak to hear that. A little bit more discipline from the end of Evolvers would go a long way. And again, now changing up the pace. They're gonna go towards A again. Actually, not changing up the pace. They're going to A again. Egoist, living up to the name. The ego says this A side is ours, and they are definitely making that happen now. A very loosely held side. The Omen will be smoked off. Kraken is gonna have to play a passive angle, and he might get pushed by Zolo. Zolo's been doing that constantly as the Exley is gonna rush towards the A side. No one's really in the backside area. Kraken in a tough spot, trying to play off this smoke. Kashi's position is now revealed, not really having any weapons. Play off of the breach utility allows Akashi to Shustreak to actually get that frag easily. Exley with a follow-up onto Heaven on Soup, and the retake before the rotations even start. A triple pick. Oh, nice shot from Kraken, but this double is coming in. Kraken will pay the price. Solo gets the frag. 2v4 situation with barely 100 weapons. Joe!
Standing.
That from Q. Radif all alone reloading the gun, and Zolo's gonna punish him for that. I have questions. OQ had that kill easily. Triple ninja. Caught red-handed. But guess who had something else in their hands? Q decided, yo, check this out, I got an ulti. The icing on the cake would be if he plays that ulti down instead, and the ulti just got wasted. But unfortunately, I mean, not unfortunately, fortunately, unfortunately, whatever the case is, depending on your bias, is the fact that they get to click the ulti, and with the Byron coming in, 4 ultimates for the side of Evolvers, this is where they can start to build the momentum. They've lost a lot of rounds in a row, but they've tried to fight back. Again, it's gonna come down to that proactiveness. It's gonna come to the utility. Triple ninja again flanking that B. Someone needs to push out of A or B for the side of Evolvers. Egoists are not expecting it. And other than considering the fact that this is gonna be an effective strat, will be the one that gives them round. Defender lockdown used up, but destroyed immediately. Radif gets killed. Not before he makes a trade though. Q and Kraken, they're chiming in as well, making this a 2v4 situation. Kraken and Q are both low. Zakashi falls. 3v2 situation. Low players. Still very much winnable for either end. 3 ultimates committed from either side to make this a stalemate. Haunt used up, but not giving much information. They still should know one's in default.
Find you.
Are they gonna play this? Stun comes in. Kraken. Taking away, Shustreak finds one more and another, and they win it. There was a 4v2, my guy, and they just divide these teams up. It seems like the gap is so much palpable in gunplay and in utility and in confidence right now as well. We're losing out so many rounds in a row. They are not even believing in themselves enough to go for a flank. They're not even going for any aggressive plays. You had 4 ultimates there. You could have pushed out of a sight. You could have shown that eagerness I was talking about. This map control that is critical for the map of Lotus. They're not given any grounds to do that. Actually, I don't think that was the Sashkale I was going for. But again, back to their old ways. Ego is going for this A-side push. Your ultimate available. So is the shrouded Steph in case Solo wants to go for an attacker ultimate used up by Triple Ninja outside of B main, and it's given for free. Finally, we're seeing a flank from Q, but the alarm bot will spot him out. He's forced to fall back as the lockdown comes in. Spike will be planted. Weapons differential is very much visible. Zolo, Crazy's positioning can go unwarranted, but Kraken, he's gonna check it. Oh, Zolo looks away and Kraken spots him, but it's not enough. Zolo, the weapons difference will come in handy and it will give him the advantage. Kashi, what's he gonna do as Triple Ninja gets in the work his way in, but the flank from Exley, Zolo chiming in as well, and in just a matter of seconds, it's like a public execution. 8-2 is the scoreline, and Egoist, they maintain the snowball charge. They maintain the momentum. Oh my word, this is getting out of hand. The question is, how are they gonna fight out of this Evolvers? They have the Neon ulti or drive to work with. They could push outside of this A side. They know that this A side aggression is a constant. Even taking control of A main is gonna give them so much value, but they're not doing it. Triple Ninja trying to see if a follow-up flank will come from Q. We did see him go for one in the last round. Oh, the timing's not in his favor. They spot each other, but no kills just yet. And again, ship. This is the default, man, for the side of Egoist. As Zakashi gets a frag onto Exley, the Danger Man will fall from a spam to the smokes. They have made their way into the B side. Spike will go down, but still man disadvantage is there. No significant ultimates to try and deny this. As retake will go down. Killjoy utility used to deny the entry into site as Radif gets back on the solo crazy 3v5 situation. They could win this, make this a 3-8 score line for now. Overdrive is not being used. Flashes and Fade utility come in. They're clearing these angles. Akashi gets one, but the trade from Astrid is the one in the corner. And he'll find two, but Kraken comes in to clear it. Where are the comms? Soup! He didn't look left. Did the call out not come in? But Astrid was on the left side. There are so many gaps in this team, but they barely managed to scratch through. Getting another round on to make this a 3-8 scoreline. Still in favor of Egoist. They could possibly let go of one more to try and activate the 9-3 curse. By the way, on which I have no faith. I believe that is nothing but placebo. 9-3 is not real, guys. Let's be honest. It's not real. It's not real. It's not. I dare you, Egoist. I dare you. Lose this round, make this a 9-3, and prove me right. Come on, I dare you. It's not gonna happen. Never happen.
Where are you?
The best team could be on a 9-3 advantage side. You mean, having only 3 rounds? Because that's the thing, right? The team with the least scores, 3 rounds, is the one that wins in the end. But look at Zolo. He just doesn't care. He could have all the curses in the world and he would still hit that shot under the Kraken does play, though. They have established tree control. Kraken, he's gonna be the one under pressure. Fade utility comes in, but Astrid doesn't even care. He's gonna want to take down Kraken, and they flood the site. Q's gonna try to go for a flank. He has Akashi alongside him as Soup falls. Now no players left onto the site. They could be expecting this flank.
Face your fear!
But the alarm bot gives it away. Triple N is the only one there. He missed shots. Q does trade, but he's on a 1v3 situation. Low HP on Astric and Shusvik though. Exley is a danger man.
There.
He will be spotted out thanks to the Fade Hunt. Sorry, not Hunt. If he can find Exley there, he can win this, but unfortunately the double peak comes in, the triple peak actually, and they played that perfectly. Egoist, they're not peeking early on, they waited for him to come close. They waited for him to come within their peripheral vision, where they could go for a double peak, because now when he's so far back in long, even if Exili peaks, it would be hard for Zolo Crazy to try and go for a trade kill, because they're gonna be so much closer, unless Q comes in, pushes in closer, allowing him, actually giving him a longer radius to rotate his mouse.
On my mark.
But yeah, 9-3 is the scoreline now. Well, Evolvers, it's time for you to prove the curse exists. Which I personally do not believe it's a thing, but if it does happen, it's gonna happen now, as we are gonna see Exley doing what I wished Evolvers did in the last round, taking initiative and being proactive outside of A. They have information, no one's pushed in. This will give the chance for the defenders to maybe bolster B side, maybe bolster C side, making Triple Ninja more aware there could be a push coming towards him. And actually they fall for it. They were outside A, they tried to sell a fake, but no, instead they're gonna go for a rotation. Now Triple Ninja has his utility set up. It's all gonna be broken. He's all alone for now, but he can try and do some damage before he dies out. No, he's gonna play for the retake. 5-5 situation, the smokes do come in. No one's going for a flank on the side of Egoists. Instead, it's gonna be a post-plan situation. I wish there was some initiative from the opposition to try and push towards CT or push towards Waterfall, but too much time has been given away. The retake commences and all the players are gonna be inside the site. As Soup is the first one to get a frag on Astrid. Triple Ninja trying to trade. The double peak comes in and he's gonna get a trade on to Shusvik, who's gonna kill Akashi. And they followed up with Zolo. They're gonna pile on the bodies. Q the only one alive outside of sight, and he's gonna walk into Shusvik's crosshair. 10-3, double digits for the side of Egoists. Only a couple off winning this matchup. Actually, not winning, match point. 3 more will give them the matchup, and Evolvers, they need to break through this immense barrier created by the Egoists. They're gonna have to get 7 in a row, and it's not impossible, it's just so difficult. And then the momentum that they have right now, it's nothing. They have no momentum is the question. They're second guessing themselves and peeking these angles and working together. And even if you just walk in, you don't have to be coordinated, you don't have to be synergized or even use utility just walk in and try and aim. They're not doing that. Actually, this time a much more faster approach. The flash comes in to slow things down, but it doesn't matter. Zolo pushes on B, and this is the kind of proactiveness you want to see in the Napo Lotus. We see them getting distracted, getting paused due to X3's aggression outside C. Kraken though. Oh, runs out of bullets as Speak comes in to finish it off. Making this an 11-3 scoreline, and as I was saying, that aggressiveness outside of A and the proactiveness of seeking information, exploring the map, having this control over the important entries, the lanes of this site, allows you to trap the attackers in. And once they heard that aggression from Exili, Evolvers, they didn't know what to do. They betrayed their own name. They didn't evolve. They didn't be like, okay, maybe we flash and try and peek this, or we fall back, look out on these other avenues. You have a Killjoy. Where's the information? Exili again pushing outside of C this time. I don't think they're going to be predicting this. Where's the Killjoy utility is my question. That will give them this information early on. Kraken does deny that. Did spot Zolo as well. Sorry, that's not Zolo. It's Speak, but he's not going to give away any more kills than he needs to. 4v5 situation, and they're going to re-aggress towards the side of A. No one's pushing out of B, no one's pushing out of C. They're going to try and bolster the A side. Only 2 defenders remaining. Rotations do come in. Might try and go through this B lane, but for now, Evolvers, they have done a lot of damage on these players to the A side. Rotations do come in as Triple Ninja gets one with the Outlaw. Oh, Kraken doesn't push back side. Why is he so scared? Asterix just gonna walk in. Kraken connects the shot. Back in a hard spot, and Kraken just gets 4 kills. Soup with the 5th. They get another round on the board.
Hi! Fight's not over, you know.
11-4 the scoreline, and Evolvers are slowly mounting a comeback, but how many can they get? They have to maintain this composure. I feel like they definitely could have been in a lot more trouble if the flank wasn't discovered early on. That allowed them to have more map control, that really pushed back Egoists from, you know, maybe going for a lurk from B or C, or going for a flank in the post-plant situation, maybe going for D-lane. Just denied so much for their end. Asterix towards that A main. Exili alongside him, and they're gonna push back these players towards the C side again, where Triple Ninja is ready. He's got this one way with him. They will try and clear him out. Trailblazer available, and Triple Ninja runs away. Knows he's severely outnumbered. Take this side away. Trying to eat up some utility. Fade Hunt boosted up, and now it gives time for the rotation to come in. Utility gave them some time to deny and slow this entry.
I'm out of here.
Swarm nades come in as well. The Neon Rush is there, but no, they're going back. They're going back to A. This could be the right call. The only player there really right now is the Fade. Asterix, he's got to go big. No one's around him. Do they clear this angle is the question of Q. He does look at it, but it's not good for the kills. Trade does come in from Akashi, and the rotation is underway. The thing is, are they too late? Can they take control of the side? They need to be fast though. Heaven control's already been established. Trying to go for the spike plan, and Shroof's Creek will fight this. The Omen Flash comes in, and they go ham. They're all just peeking. They're all forcing them out of position, and they all get the kills. Kraken good for 1, but that's all they get. Egoists, they go into match point. 12-4. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We're a family-friendly group here, guys. Let's keep it down on the wrap. All right, we're doing this before the streams, okay? Not now. But yeah, Egoists are definitely coming in on the top. Honestly, I kind of regret. I'm kind of eating my words right now because I was called Egoists an underdog team. This is because I didn't see any of their matches, okay? I didn't see their games. I didn't know that Zolo was here. I didn't know Shusweek was here. I didn't know Triple Ninja was here. I mean, like, if I knew that, I would definitely not have called them an underdog team. There are some experienced players here. Some land winners. Players players who have dominated the scene. So it's very much a David versus Goliath fight, and we are all seeing how Goliath is responding, and David, he's just cowering. They're not able to push this, and they're dry peeking this. What are you doing, yo? No flash, no nothing. No nothing. And now they're caught in a hard place. They don't know what to do. They're confused. Every avenue they want to go through is blocked. And in their fear, they might make mistakes. They not clear out Zolo. Kraken, I feel like he is aware of this. Omen, he Omen. But it all does come down to if they clear this. Solo for a peek, but this what? He just hits 2 insane shots. They are gonna try and clear him out with the utility and will be successful in doing so, but the damage is done. They're gonna have to go fast and try and react to this B side, but instead they fall back. 3v4 situation, they're gonna getting out of dodge, but the information is there. Shoestreak, he's so close to the entry, and now he knows that they're not anywhere around. Haunting A main will give
30
information. They're
seconds
not
left.
coming A. Instead, they're going C, and Triple Ninja hears it all. He's in a good position to find an advantage. Utilities there, but the breach ultimate all the way from waterfalls to buy time. 20 seconds, less than 20 seconds. Jackson is trying to go for a peek, but will fall. Time is ticking away. They're gonna run and they're gonna commit the Omen ultimate to A. That is such a
10
smart
seconds
move, and
left.
Nakashi's trying to make a run to help his teammate out. Kraken's gotta hold down the fort until then. He does have some time though, as they are quite far away from the site. Shoestreak coming towards heaven. Does he check this pit is the question. Full HP on him. Oh, he's gonna leave that alone for now. Spots him out and loses that gunfight. Kraken will keep his team alive, and the wall bank connects. Haunt finding value. Suit does have his own Fade ultimate. Kashi going for this peek, and the ultimate coming in from the Fade. Asterix is gonna stick it, and he's gonna stick pros down fake. Going for the peek, and Triple keeps his teammate alive, and there we go. Game over. 13-4, and
Defenders win.
Egoists win it. And confidence is the name of the game.
No one.
For this team. They just did not care from the very first round. They were going in. They were just marching into the site. Like it belonged to them. And even on the defensive half, they did things that I feel like every team should really take note of this. If you're watching, if you have a Valorant team and you have any interest of going pro, going competitive, and you're gonna play Lotus, do what the side of Egoist did. That is what I encourage a lot of these teams to do, is to be a little bit more proactive, is to be a little bit more aggressive. Push towards this A side, push out of C side. Don't go without utility. Have agents best suited for rushes like this. Raise, Neon, pick a breach, pick the Omen, use the flash, use the stun to slow down the entry, and have that map control early on. That will make things so much more easier for you and allow your defenders on the other side to bolster the defense, to have more players come in and support them to deny the entry. If you do get pushed, if they do end up pushing towards A, you can just maybe satchel back, slide back as a Neon, or try to fight, try to hold on to that site and allow the players to come in for a rotation. Either way, it's a win-win strategy for your team. On the defense, on the attack, you do need to be a little bit more aggressive. You do need to have the lurker. That's exactly what Triple Ninja did in that round. He was playing around B, playing around C, and the way the team rotated was also very effective. They're going towards B. In the end, they turned out going C. They tried to push A whenever it was getting a little bit too long, a little bit too lengthy. When things were becoming a little bit too out of control, they broke the door. They went towards B, and they had that lurker to support them while they went B. The lurk towards C as well, setting those fakes, having maybe a Omen smoke there, having your Killjoy throw in some swarm nades. That was enough to pull the defenders away from the A to the C site. And that is a result of having that low confidence, having that snowball effect, that morale dwindle down on you. Unable to win out on those gunfights, not being self-sufficient, not being able to individually find kills, or even not individually, in a team composition, playing off of trades, playing off of flash, playing off of utility, not finding any value out of that, losing constantly in gunfights, feeling like your enemy is just out aiming you in every aspect, will have that mental effect on you, and that will cause you to maybe fast rotate when you see even the slightest presence on the opposite side. 3 sites will do that to you. You don't know where they are because you didn't go for that early information. There is just so many layers to this that I can just keep talking forever, but the main point is that Egoists have won this, and they won it by a landslide. The matches today were definitely one-sided by a long margin, but yeah, in the end, it was a great display to see how these teams do visualize the map of Lotus. We saw some impressive plays coming in from the side of All Stars. They definitely showed why they're the most mechanically gifted players on the team. We saw some mechanically gifted players here as well. Zolo, just Omen is perfectly suited for his situation right now. He's lurking, playing around the smoke, and flicking onto heads easier than anything in the world right now. And he is going to be the MVP. 19-11 is an impressive scoreline. Kraken just barely breaking even on that KDA. 14-14. He does have a better econ rating, but the first blood, the combat score, it's all Zolo crazy. But not to take away anything from his teammates, Exali as well. He was on par with that man. He was the second spearhead. Honestly, he was the main spearhead. Zolo was just behind him. But Zolo was taking more aggressive angles. Zolo was taking more aggressive fights because the defenders were retreating. Defenders were not holding onto the site. They were not being proactive. They became passive. They fell back and they fell into the hands of the smoke criminal himself. Other than that, Triple Ninjas were always performing well. These players have been consistent. They have been motivated to get this win from the early stages. Meanwhile, on the other end, for the side of Evolvers, Kraken tried his best. Utility was there, but honestly, the momentum just was never working in their favor. They never really got into a situation where they were confident enough to try and go for plays. They were beaten down early on, and that really pushed them down a peg and forced them to react off of what their opponents were doing. They depended on reading the moves of egoists, and that is not a gamble you want to take. There's always the higher majority, the higher chance of you losing out that fight, losing out on the decisions you make. You need to work on your tactical thinking. You need someone on the backstage, someone in the back of the team to hold on and think about what's happening. You're seeing Triple Ninja going for these flanks on B and C. You're seeing them just aggressively push A every time. Take the fight to them or throw some pieces. You have a raise. Actually, you don't have a raise. Never mind. You have the Neon. You have the Sky Flash. You have the Fade utility. You have a Omen Blind. Utilize that and try and gun them down. Try and hold this A main and try and have a player lurk out. Maybe find a pick. Make this a 4v5, 3v5 early on. There's so much you could have done there, but Evolvers, the momentum just was never there. The confidence was beaten down early on, and fortunately, that's all it took for them to not be able to make a stand. So, with that, we are going to have our winners, and with that, our semifinals setup is complete. We are going to see All Stars and Egoists move on from today's stage, and from yesterday's fixtures, we do know that Red Wings and Bang Bros have advanced as well. So those are our top 4 teams for the semifinals. They're going to be battling it off in best of 3s. Make sure you keep yourself updated with the page so that you know what the fixtures are going to be. And with that, yeah, we're pretty much done for the day. We are that one step closer to finishing this tournament off. We're going to have 2 more days for the semifinals. And on the last day of the month, the grand finals will be approaching. So I'm really excited for that. And hopefully tomorrow we're going to see the semifinals, and hopefully you might see Aggressive for your sake. For my sake, I hope not. That guy can be a tough tool to handle, but yeah, we do miss him. We do hope he joins us tomorrow to make my life a little easier. But with that being said, today was the end of the quarterfinals. Hope you enjoyed the stream. And with that, we'll be taking our goodbyes and seeing you tomorrow. Stay safe and good luck.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Help! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.